going to show you 10 songs that can be played with the C major scale on acoustic guitar. This is an accompaniment to a video I released a little while ago, which was 10 songs in the key of C major, which was mostly covering just the chords in that key. In this video, we're looking at melodies and riffs and single note playing that can be played using the C major scale. We have some acoustic classics that everyone should know who plays acoustic guitar. We have some fingerstyle ones, some for total beginners, some that are quite advanced by the end of this list. But I do want to give you 2 honourable mentions because they were in the chords video. Let It Be by the Beatles and No Woman No Cry. If you haven't learned those 2 songs yet, you definitely should because they're in the key of C major and they do use some, just to quickly demo this. Those little melodies in between chords are fantastic accompaniment to some of these songs that we'll learn today. You don't have to learn them all. The reason I'm choosing 10 is to give you guys the option of choosing 2 or 3 of your favourites. Skip along to find those, but let's get started with song number 1, which is this one. It's Wild World by Cat Stevens. So the chorus of Wild World by Cat Stevens has this melody in it, which is literally just the C major scale played in open position. This is by the book as you would learn it, but we're going to learn it, in case you haven't covered it already, we're going to learn it exactly as it's played in Wild World. We're going to learn it from the highest note to the bottom. Any scales that you know, please don't always practice them just from the root ascending to the higher octave. Please practice them just as often in reverse. Sometimes start from the middle. And you will start to create your own melodies and sounds that I think you'll really enjoy and love. But the C major scale is based around the C major chord that uses a lot of these same notes. And we have the first fret at string 2 played with the index finger to the open string, that is 1 to 0 on string 2 to start off this C major scale from the higher octave to the lower octave. 1 to 0. We then have 2, 0, and then on string 4, 3, 2, 0, and finally 3, which you'll also notice I'm playing with my third finger because that's how I'd play a C major chord. And basically we assign a finger to a fret, so if you're playing the first fret, you use your index, middle finger for the second fret, ring finger for the third fret, and that is a good principle for learning this scale. If you need more help with that, check out this video from my beginner's course. It's free and you can learn that scale if you need a little bit more time with it. But in Cat Stevens, it just goes ascending to descending, octave to octave, and then after that plays a G, F, and C. The 1, 5, and 4 in the key of C. In total, that chorus. Full tutorial for that one is free at andyguitar.co.uk. I'll leave links in the description to all of these song tutorials. Remember, you only have to learn a couple of them. But let's now look at a guitar classic. We did cover this in my other video as well, but it's such a classic using the C major scale. This is La Bamba. Sounds great on acoustic or electric. So we have a few different ways we could play this. I'm approaching this, because it's a major scale tutorial, from playing everything note for note. But you can, of course, just strum it a lot more, depending on the speed that you're looking at and things like that. But we start off from a G note. Remember, when we play scales, they don't always start from the root. In this case, we're starting from the 5th, and it goes G on the 3rd fret, open, 2, 3, 2 notes from a C major chord, the E and the C, switch to an F, and we play the F to the A, switch to the open string because that goes over a G chord. which is the reason to learn this riff beyond it just being a classic. You can see and feel the chord shapes that you're playing under this riff, but if you just learn it from single notes, you're putting the chords and the notes over the top together. This is the essential stuff you really want to be learning beyond just the riffs. And you'll never really get to this if you just keep learning lead guitar and riffs that just use minor pentatonic, because it's less based on the chord that you're playing over than major scale stuff. So this is why we're learning. That's a fantastic one. Links in the description below. Here's another one I think you might really enjoy. This is a beautiful melody, Falling Slowly by Glen Hansard. This is Falling Slowly by Glen Hansard. It has this melody that just goes C, D, E, and back. Any simpler, it would literally be 3 blind mice. But it's so beautiful with the chords underneath it and the harmony that happens when the vocals kick in. But played with fingerstyle, we hold down the C chord and use the little finger to play the higher notes C, D, E. Flattening off the first finger to play the F. But if playing chords and melodies at the same time is too tough for you right now, a fantastic one to learn, has to be said, is just Happy Birthday, played in the key of C, just with the melody. It is played still using the same major scale notes we've played already, but using notes from G to G. So full tutorial for that is free. The link's in the description below. It's on my website where you can learn that note for note, just the melody on its own, perfect for beginners. But anyone that's at more an intermediate level, and especially if you're wanting to do your own advanced arrangements of any song perhaps, you want to get used to chord melody embellishments. So rather than just the melody on its own, adding a C chord underneath, and then a G chord. And then a simple embellishment. Or even a more advanced version. Something like that is a great exercise to get you guys improvising a lead line over chords without having to follow tab. Tab can really be the devil when you're learning fingerstyle stuff. It completely prohibits you from learning other than one note at a time in a very linear fashion. You want to maybe get used to building things up from the back, kind of Bob Ross style. And that's what I teach in my fingerstyle courses, available at andyguitar.co.uk. Here's another example of that. With just a beautiful melody, something I've never covered on my channel before. This is Time After Time, but a kind of chords melody arrangement of it in the original key of C major. So that's just a quick example that I made up that is using a lot of principles I teach in my fingerstyle courses really, but I was using a pick. But this idea of the highest note that you play being the melody, even if it's just the highest note of a chord, is a big one. Being able to play open chords, not bar chords, so this F is purposefully not a bar, so that I have fingers free to play notes of the C major scale. is something you really need to get used to if this is what you're wanting to learn. And then occasionally going for the odd bar chord to get you up higher up the fretboard, but not relying on bar chords, because then you're holding down all your fingers and you can't play a melody. Big concept. That'd be something to have a bit of fun with if you're wanting to do that. You could do that with any song, really. But to really learn the principles of that, there's a couple of great fingerstyle songs I highly recommend you learn. I've done a tutorial for this first one. This is Freight Train by Elizabeth Cotten. And this is where it basically teaches you, learning it systematically, how to play a melody over chords. Which is really there, just using the little finger and then occasionally the first finger with a C major chord and a G major chord. I have a full tutorial for this one. Let me give it a whirl now. That was a song that transformed the way I thought about fingerstyle, and it really improved my technique. Even though my technique's not perfect, I admit it, that brought me on an awful long way, especially seeing as before then I'd only learnt pop songs, Beatles songs, maybe the odd Foo Fighters song, the odd Fleetwood Mac one. That one really filled in a couple of gaps in my knowledge and technique. Links down below if you want to learn it. And that can be a great gateway to really nailing these other songs which I'll cover now. This first one though, I have to say is the first one that is in A minor. It's still using a harmonized major scale or the A natural minor scale, which is the same notes. So this is the same notes as... For example, it's just extended, it's starting from the A rather than the C, but it's all the same notes, and you'll be able to see that when we go from playing something like this to playing this. The reason I include this as well is not only for that main riff, but the chorus is actually in the key of C, and it uses these beautiful little embellishments. Goes back into the melody, but those are just based on a C major to an F major chord, but played adding the melody to it as well. And you can hear a bit of "Oh, when the saints." That's how basic this is, but a lot of guitarists can't do some of those basics, because the basics for guitar are A minor pentatonic over some kind of rock or blues, and it's very rudimentary, and unless you get the major scale vocabulary under your fingers, and most importantly in your ear, so that you know what this stuff sounds like, really important. Another one, of course, just quickly as a throwaway one, The Chain, the most famous bass line in the world perhaps, is using the A natural minor scale. But that is also the same notes as a major scale. So we're getting two scales for one. Another one that's kind of an A natural minor scale, so the same notes of a C major. This is Let Her Go by Passenger, fingerstyle classic. That is obviously Passenger, Let Her Go. This melody uses the A natural minor scale over the F chord, G, and A minor, playing all the chords kind of like a C major chord, keeping the little finger free. And also keeping this inside out pattern going throughout, which is played in between those melody notes. That fingerstyle pattern isn't there all the time, but the root note is this Travis picking idea. More help on that in the description of the video. And finally, I wanted to leave you with one I've never covered before on my YouTube channel. I've always been wanting to find an excuse to, because it's very beautiful. A fingerstyle piece that's been played by many different players: Chet Atkins, Jerry Reed, Tommy Emmanuel, some of the greats of guitar, and I don't claim to be anywhere near any of those, but this is a fantastic one to bring on your playing. I'll at least leave the tab in the description below, or as close to it as I can find, for this great song. This is Baby's Coming Home, C major scale, open position, basic open chords, phenomenal piece of music. There you go, there's a bit of Baby's Coming Home. Take what you want from this lesson, but the biggest thing I would recommend is don't override on the minor pentatonic for riffs, lead lines, scales, anything. The C major scale is the one to learn if you haven't learned any major scale. Just learn it in open position and learn riffs, melodies with that, and then experiment with little harmonic arrangements, chord melody arrangements like I've demoed here. More help with all of that in the description below, and I'll leave a couple of videos on screen now that I hope you will enjoy. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.